prepare it the way to go. And so Alan Hopkins breaks in the second game. He leads 1-0. And not a ball drops, so Buddy Hall will take over.
And no shot either. But I see one. I know he sees it right off, too. He's going to wind up playing a safety here. He's got a good shot for a safety, putting him right behind the 8-ball here. Yeah, that was a nice, easy safety. They used to call that dirty pool, Tim. Now it's a nice shot, not a very friendly one, but a nice one. He's going to have to kick to try to hit this ball some way. I don't see no way out of the trap that he's in. He's looking for a little space to go to the right-hand top cushion there. He'll have to hit this with a little bit of right-hand spin on the cue ball, just trying to hit the 1 ball anywhere, get a little lucky. He just doesn't want to miss the 1 now and give Buddy Hall cue ball in hand.
Bingo. Oh, Buddy scratched.
In off the 1 ball. Tough break there. Buddy's really got to like this. I mean, to get up with cue ball in hand with the ball spread open like this, it will give him a little momentum in the game. And that's what he needs right now after the last rack where he's missed the ball. The 2 balls up table here. He's going to hit the cue ball a little bit low and draw the cue ball maybe about 6 inches or a foot. Straight in on the 2 ball. The 3 ball is the red ball up at the top end cushion. He'll want to try to get a little bit of an angle to get down for the 4 ball after the 3 ball, which is down by the 9 ball.
On the big board here at the Mirage, the odds at the beginning of this competition had Buddy Hall 8-5, Alan Hopkins 4-1. So on the board, and understandably, he has won 4 tournaments this year, including the U.S. Open 9-ball. Buddy Hall is the favorite.
He got straight in on the 3 ball here. He's going to have to use a really good stroke to get down for the 4. You can see how hard he hit this ball. It's going down to him. Look at that cue ball spinning. A lot of English on that ball. He hit that cue ball low on the right-hand side to make it spin like that and to come down table. I don't know if he's come down far enough, though. You can see where the 4 is, right beyond the 9 ball towards the right-hand corner pocket. I don't know if he can see this ball. If he can't, well, he can. No, you can see he can't see the shot. From the angle of his cue stick, he's going to shoot to the bottom cushion and try to kick this 4 ball in off the cushion. Ooh, he's hung it up in the corner
And he might
pocket.
scratch, and he does.
Well, not a good start for Buddy. Alan's got cue ball in hand again here.
Jay Helfert, the tournament director and tournament referee for this match.
Well, you can see where the 6 ball is on the side left-hand cushion. He's playing position off the 4 to get on the orange ball, the ball that's in the middle of the table there. And he'll try to get some kind of angle to where he can get position on the 6 ball. This isn't an easy out. This is because of the 6 ball where it is. He's wanting to come up a little bit further in that shot, but he's okay here. Well, he also has the angle here, I mean, to run into the 6 ball if he wants to. By doing that, he'll knock the 6 ball away from the cushion and might wind up with an easier shot than where it's lying right now. Good shot there, good shot. Got a bad break there. I mean, the 6 ball wound up just going down to the top left-hand cushion, and his cue ball is in the middle of the table. He's got a tough shot here. He can elect to bank the 6 in the top right-hand corner pocket or cut the ball in with low left-hand spin and try to spin down for the 7. Makes the shot really tough. Let's see what he elects to do here. He could just cut the 6 ball in and go back and forth across the table. I mean, that way you just have to make the ball. That's what he elected to do. As you can see there, he elected to shoot the cue ball with center cue ball to go back and forth across the table. Watch the cue ball here. It's back and forth across the table with the right speed to wind up on the opposite side of the table over there, so he has a shot on the 7 ball. It's a tough shot on the 7 ball. He'll try to hit this the same way, center cue ball to go straight up and down the table. Ooh. Oh, what happened there? He got a little lucky there. He overcut the ball. I mean, he hit the the 7 in the outside part of the pocket, which means he created a different angle on the cue ball. And you can see the cue ball went to the side cushion and wound up going to the left of the side of the table rather than straight up and down the table. Now he's got a real tough shot on the 8 ball. Same kind of shot, center ball, up and down the table, probably.
And he bags that one. Alan Hopkins, one of 8 of the top pocket billiards players in the world, here at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas for the single largest payday in the history of the sport. $50,000, winner take all.
That was an excellent shot he made on the 8 ball.
And Alan Hopkins, affectionately known as Hoppy, is off to a 2-0 lead.
Now you can.
It's Mike Lebron, and I call this shot the Houdini shot. I made 2 balls on the break, and that's how the ball lay. And that's how I win the tournament.
We rejoin the action now with it 2 games apiece. This quarterfinal challenge of champions. $50,000 to go to the winner. We'll be seeing Mike Lebron in an upcoming telecast. And here, Buddy Hall, who has come back from a deficit of 2 games to nothing. This is a race to 5. And even under favorite circumstances, this is anybody's match right here, Jim.
Yeah, sure it is. Well, he's settled down a little bit now. He's got position on the 2 ball on the side, as you can tell right here, but he wanted to be more straight in on the ball. He's called the 9 ball in the top left-hand corner pocket. That means he's going to carry him off the 2 ball and playing the 9 on the same shot. Actually, he can make the 2 and make the 9 on the same shot. Well, he's missed the 9, but he's made the 2. He still gets credit for that 2 ball, Kim, even though he's called a 9, because it's like a 2-way shot. As long as you make one of them, you win the game. Well, you don't win the game, but if you make the 9, you win the game. If you make the 2, you continue shooting.
Well, he had to call the 9 ball, though, because if he had made the 9 ball without him calling it, it would not have counted.
Right.
So he protects himself by calling it, even though the chances of him making it were very slim.
Look at that shot he just played there. Slow roll the 2 ball. Slow roll it. That's a tremendous shot. With position on the 5 in the top right-hand corner pocket. It does pass the 8 ball, as you can tell from this angle. Hitting the cue ball low. There's a good shot of that. You're hitting the cue ball low to draw it back for the 6 ball. He just wants to bounce out in the middle of the table here.
Buddy Hall, 46 years old, began playing pool at the age of 14 when he snuck into the pool hall. Those were the days when you had to be 16 to play legally.
He started at an old age. Most of the players started at 6 or 7 when
Yeah.
they used to stand on soda crates and play. He's got a fairly easy run out now. I mean, he's got perfect position all the way through. And so far, he's got the 7 ball. It looks like he's following the cue ball, which means he's hitting it high, going 2 cushions and trying to get straight in on the 8 ball. Perfect. Now just the stop action with the cue ball here, hitting the cue ball right about center cue ball, a little bit below center. The cue ball should stop dead for position on the 9. He's getting in the swing of things now.
The rifleman, Buddy Hall, who is the leading money winner so far this year with 4 tournaments under his belt, now has a 3-2 lead in this race to 5. Now in rack number 6 with Alan Hopkins at the table, it is 3 games to 2 in favor of Buddy Hall.
Well, he's got no shot on the 2 ball here. Well, you can see he's going to try to hit the top side right-hand cushion here and try to hit the 2 balls. Sometimes these players... Oh, I was just going to say something. Sometimes they... Look at that. He locked the 2 ball. You know, sometimes these players, when they try to kick at a ball like that, they try to hit a side of the ball to where they split the cue ball and the object ball they're shooting at. And sometimes they just try to hit it hard and get lucky, and that's what he did there.
I was going to say, in place of finesse, sometimes just use a big hammer.
Well, that's all in the percentages. You know, he gave himself a chance to win by hitting that ball hard. That was a real good shot. 3 ball here. Oh, instead of banking that ball, another percentage shot. Instead of going for the bank on that ball or trying to cut it in the side pocket, he elected to play a safety.
But it looks like he gave Buddy may have a chance here to play a bank shot down there.
Well, no, he's behind the 8-ball. I mean,
Oh,
he
there
could
he is,
either
yeah.
he could either kick off the side cushion there, or he's looking at a kind of a jump shot. Oh, this would be a great shot if he makes this shot. If he shoots this shot, he's weighing up the percentages in his mind right now whether to shoot it. I think he's going to shoot it. Watch the cue ball here. Oh, oh, he almost banked it like you said, kid.
My favorite shot in pool.
Everybody likes that shot. Those are really spectacular shots when they go. But at least he did hit the ball, but he got a bad roll. Well, let's just say he didn't get a good roll. He's left Allen straight in on the 3-ball to the right-hand corner pocket. You can see there's the shot. And the 4-ball's laying right next to it to the right, the purple ball. He's going to draw the cue ball just a little bit to get an angle to come back to the 5-ball. You can see the 5 down by the 8 here. Just the right speed, too.
Alan Hopkins, the U.S. Open 9-ball champion from 77 to 82. Late 70s and early to mid 80s were Alan's strong suit. He has not been as competitively effective in the last few years as perhaps some of the others. But still, in a situation like this, especially in a race to 5 with 50,000 on the line, very, very much in contention.
And even though he hasn't done much in the last few years, I mean, he's still in the top 10 players, so he's doing something. He's just not winning. He's coming in seconds and thirds. Actually, he's won his share, too, but not as consistently as he has done in the past. Here's a tough shot here. I mean, it looks easy, but he's got to get down for the 8-ball, which is down table right underneath his body there. He's got to go over to the side, left-hand side of the table, and try not to scratch. Look at this ball. Oh, he just missed the scratch on that shot. I think he's a little bit fortunate not to go in there, but he'll take it.
Scary thought, wasn't it?
Bounce one cushion straight up, play the 9 in the bottom left-hand pocket. Could have went to either pocket on that shot, either the bottom right or bottom left. He elected to go to the bottom left.
And now we're dead even. Buddy Hall and Alan Hopkins, 3 apiece. With Buddy Hall leading 4-3. Alan Hopkins on the break. 1, 2, 3. Ball's on the break.
A little bit unfortunate, though. He didn't get a shot on the 2-ball. You can see where the 2-ball is laying below the 9-ball here on the bottom cushion. He'll have to elect either to kick at it, which I don't think he will, or push out to some area on the table to give Buddy the option whether to shoot or not. You can see the 2-ball.
And that break is very rare. We have not seen a ball dropped on the break yet, and Alan Hopkins gets 3 on a break, and yet his table does not open up the way he would like.
Well, see, they're just getting to know the table a little bit. They're finding location where to put the cue ball to break from and how hard to hit the break. And so that means a lot. In a sudden death playoff like this, which is only a race to 5, I mean, you got to experiment fast and find out where to break from. And that's hard to do in a race to 5.
No second place money here. Neither one of these men is guaranteed money for winning even, because they have to go to a semifinal, then on to the finals, and the winner is the only one that gets prize money here, $50,000.
Yeah.
8 men have come from the best champions of pool, all here at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas.
He's tried to cut that ball into the corner pocket. Actually, it looks like he played a 2-way shot here. He wound up with a safety. He actually played that shot, whether people understand that or not. He played to make the 2-ball. He hit it with a little bit of left-hand spin to go up there and come back where he is. I mean, he hit the shot just the way he wanted to. If he made the ball, he would have had position. If he misses the ball, it's safe.
And now the difficulty for Alan is, should he play aggressively? Because Buddy Hall is on the hill, as it were, a game away from moving on. And Hoppy really can't take a very conservative shot here, can he? He has to go for something, doesn't he?
He's got to go for something. He doesn't have no shot. He just wants to make sure he hits the 2-ball and not give Buddy cue ball in hand again. And he could elect to shoot this ball soft or hard. It all depends what he figures his percentages are. He wants to make sure he hits the 2-ball, though. I remember before he hit the 2-ball and he lucked the ball in. He hit this one soft, though.
Foul.
I don't know. He could have hit that ball hard and made sure he hit the 2-ball, but now Buddy's got ball in hand, which I know he likes in this position here. Of course, Allen made a good shot before where he tied up the 5-ball. You can see the 5, 7, and 8, or 5, 7, and 6 are on the right-hand side of the table.
Should Buddy be able to run the table from here?
Well, it's not an easy out because you can see it, he doesn't have no pocket for the 4-ball. Now he does. He's played position on the bank is what he's done here. But he's going to let the cue ball run into the 5-ball. And he can get unlucky when things like that happen. He's banking the 4-ball cross side to the left-hand side pocket. He hit the 5. The 5 bounced out perfect.
Pure.
Perfect. He'll just stop the cue ball here. You know, the 7 in the same pocket. There's a lot of ways he can go here. He can go 2 cushions or 3 cushions around the table and come back to about the middle of the table. He can draw it off that side cushion where the 7 is, back to the other left-hand side cushion. That looks like what he's doing, and he'll bounce back out to the middle of the table. And that's perfect. You can see he's got an angle there on the 8-ball, too, to come back for the 9-ball. And that's what we talked about at the beginning of the show. You can notice he's hitting everything just about the same speed. And see, he's hitting the cue ball a little bit to the left here. Same speed. Everything just the same speed. Tip position. Perfect. Perfect position on the 9.
And so the father of 7 in Metropolis, Illinois, Buddy Hall, wins this race to 5. He will move on to his semifinal match. And for his part, Alan Hopkins will join us in a future telecast in the broadcast booth. A critical shot was the 4-ball bank, and right now, Buddy Hall is with Kevin Cusick.
Buddy Hall, the last time we were in the winner's circle was at the U.S. Open. You were down in the semifinal there, 7 games to 1. You're down here 2 games to nothing against Alan Hopkins, and in a race to 5, that's quite a deficit, and yet you never quit.
Well, you take a great player like Allen, he gets you 2 games down, you're down, especially going to 5. If you got to beat him 5-3, you've got your hands full. I got a few rolls, and it just happened to work out that I got 5 games first.
5 games first. It is a quick format. In a race to 5, you got ball in hand more times than maybe Allen would have liked. That certainly seemed to help you.
Well, yeah, it always helps to get ball in hand. It sure does. Well, like you said, with a $50,000 format, it would be nice to get ball in hand every game, but you can't do it that way.
All right, Buddy, we've seen you in the winner's circle a couple times now. You're on your way to $50,000. Congratulations in this match, and good luck in the next one.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Kim, back to you.
Coming up next, Kim Davenport, the 1990 Player of the Year, against Mike Sigel, the youngest male ever inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame. Rempe at the Challenge of Champions, champion against champion, and this man, Mike Sigel, has jumped the cue ball off the table after sinking a ball on the break, and now Kim Davenport will have ball in hand.
Yeah, Jay will spot the 4-ball. He made it in the bottom left-hand pocket. Mike really doesn't want to start the match off like that, and that's his best suit, too, the break. I mean, he really breaks the ball well.
And as you just saw, he is 8-6 in the 14 meetings against Kim Davenport. Mike Sigel, the leading money winner in 1988.
Kim's a very aggressive style player. I mean, he'll have a lot of innovative shots. He'll shoot fast. I don't know what he's done here, though. He's going to play safety. It looks like he had no other choice but to play safety on this shot. Anyway, put the percentages in his favor. Mike's a dirty fool.
And you will hear Mike Sigel. He'll work the gum, and he'll flap his gums a little bit, too. Very talkative, upbeat player.
Mike is a precision type player. I mean, he'll take all the advantages and put them in his favor. In other words, he'll take the percentage on every shot, weigh it up in his mind, and then shoot the right shot all the time. Well, he didn't do very well there, I mean, as far as kicking at the ball, but, well, it was a tough kick because he was over the 7 ball, and if you hit a little bit off center of the cue ball in that kind of situation, the cue ball will put a little English on, and it doesn't go where you want it to go. All right, he has cue ball in hand here on the 3 ball. Well, you can see by his attitude right there, I mean, he's all business, too. Straight in on the 4, a little bit of follow over there for the 5, back in the opposite side pocket. Stop the cue ball here. He's really on a roll here. Look at him go. He wants to get this over with fast.
Take a breath, Davenport. Take a breath.
Well, he's got the 7 ball in. Hit this with a little bit of left-hand English. Go 2 cushions up for the 8 ball. Get good position on this. He's just hit this with a little bit of a high ball, high English. And straight down the table for the 9 ball. Well, he hasn't hit that quite as hard as he wanted to, but he's got a shot here. He's not stalling around, though. 9 in the bottom right-hand corner pocket.
And a little body English, but don't blink. Kim Davenport runs that table. He leads 1-0. And there is his wife, Aida. Their son, Jason, back home in California. There is alternate breaks. They lag for the first break. And so in the second game, Kim Davenport has broken, and nary a ball drops.
Uh-oh, the 9's by the pocket. I know Mike's going to be looking to make some kind of a combination on this ball. He doesn't like it, though. I think the 4 ball, that's what he just said, it's close. See, he wants the 1 ball to pass the 4 ball, go off the cushion, then right into the 9 ball. But the secret is getting it by the 4 ball.
Play the 9. 9 in the corner.
As the rules in this tournament, you have to call the 9 ball. Oh, look at that.
And he gets it.
He wound up hitting the 4 ball on the way into the 9, but it's still a good shot.
And he's looking up here as if to say to us, oh, never a doubt, had that one all the way. And so, as you can see in the replay here, it just comes off the 4 ball, catches the 9 ball, and it drops. He called it, and he has the game. We are now tied at 1-1. This is a race to 5 in this quarterfinal match.
You don't usually see. I'm going to make the object ball jump. So keep your eye on the 8 ball. I've made all my solid balls. There's nowhere to make the 8 ball. So I'm going to shoot it straight in that pocket. It's going to go over these balls into the corner pocket. Watch the 8 ball.
Well,
Voila!
he made it look easy, but believe me, it wasn't. I'll tell you, that shot comes up a lot in games, and a lot of players really overlook this shot. It's a great shot.
And you'll be seeing David Howard in an upcoming match against Mike Lebron. And now we join the action with Mike Sigel leading 2-1 on the alternate breaks. Kim Davenport does drop a ball on the break.
He hit him hard that time, too. He's got a shot on the 1 ball here, Kim. He's going to have to put a lot of low right-hand English on this shot. And cue ball low to the right around like a 5 o'clock on a clock if you're looking at it like that.
This is champion against champion. All of his contestants, the 8 quarterfinalists, have won 1 world title or another. $50,000 to the winner, no second place money. These men are vying just to get into the semifinals, then to make the finals, and then to get into the chips, you have to win. The single largest purse in the history of the sport.
And they're racing to 5, which puts a lot of pressure in this game. He's got an angle on the 4 ball here. He just wants to come down table for the 5. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. No, I think he just took his eye off that ball. That happens when you rush a shot a little bit. I don't think the pressure really had anything to do with that shot. I think he just took his eye off the ball, making sure that the cue ball came down for the 5 ball for the next shot. He won't be happy with that, though. He's got a long shot here on the 4 ball. You can put Mike up against just about anybody for shot, especially a shot like that, to come with the shot and get position. Ooh, right in the heart of the pocket, too.
Ho.
On the big board here, Mike Sigel went off at 2-1. Davenport at 9-2.
He really executed that shot well. He hit that with a high ball, go up the top cushion and bounce straight back down. He's got a little cut here on the 5 ball. He's going to go straight up and down the table with this. He didn't get it quite as straight as he wanted to on the 7 ball. He's got a couple different options here. He can go straight across the table, probably, which he will do, for the 8 in the same pocket. There's something really interesting what he did there. Talk about percentages. See, the cloth is playing real slippery because it's new, and it lengthens out angles off cushions. So he elected to hit that ball with a high ball to fall down to the bottom cushion and then come up for the 8 ball, rather than going straight across the table. That's a good shot selection by Mike.
His wife looking on. And he, too, shoots quickly and has the game. Mike Sigel now leads 3 games to 1 in this race to 5. Keeping the chips in our pocket, and we join the action now with Mike Sigel leading 3-1, but Kim Davenport at the table.
He hesitated there. This is really a tough shot. He's just going to try to roll this ball in, rolling the 3 ball down to the right-hand corner pocket and making sure the cue ball stops on the opposite side of the table without coming behind the 9 ball. Look out. I think he stopped okay on the shot. Well, here's the key shot to the rack, Kim. He's got the 4 ball, but he's got 2 options. He can go straight up and down the table. In other words, hit the cue ball high and bounce straight up and down the table and play the 5 in the top left-hand corner pocket. Or he can hit the cue ball in the center. He's taking his time here. It looks like he's going to, from what I see where he's going to hit the cue ball, it looks like he's going to hit the cue ball a little bit below center, punch it a little bit, and come underneath the 7 up in the top part of the pocket and play the 5 in the bottom left-hand corner pocket for his next shot. Great shot. Straight in on the 5 ball.
We're in the Montego room here at the Mirage, just around the corner from the big board you saw there, where Kevin and Jimmy Vaccaro were.
Everything's a stop shot right now. He'll shoot the 6 ball, but remember, players aren't trying to get straight in on their next shot. They're trying to leave themselves some kind of angle, so he'll do something to come with some kind of an angle on the 7 ball. The reason for getting angles is it makes it much easier to move the cue ball around the table where you can use the cushion and play off the angles. Like here, he's just going to come straight down into the angle to play the 9 in the left-hand bottom pocket for his next shot. He's come straight down into it, but he's left himself an angle on the 9. He would rather have been straight in, but like I said before, Kim is a tremendous shot maker. And for this, there should be no problem. Still a tough shot, though.
And in the center of the pocket, the soft-spoken Californian now draws within a game of Mike Sigel. A race to 5, $50,000 to the winner of it all.
Power Pool and Trick Shots, the Bible of instructional pool. Hosted by Jim Rempe, 13 times world champion, and Lori John Jones, 5 times women's world champion. These fantastic tapes are just $19.95 each, or all 3 for $54.95. For the first time, look down the queue of the greatest players in the world. At no extra charge, you'll receive this confidential packet, revealing to you the equipment that gives these great players their competitive edge. To order, call toll-free 1-800-257-8889.
You're nothing.
Tony Danza.
You're not even worth killing.
Gus Ferracci.
You think it was Ferracci? I know it.
The mob wants him dead.
Our problem is going to be made to disappear.
The feds want him alive.
He whacked a federal agent. You rap me. You'll never hear the hammer click.
One of the biggest manhunts in New York history.
You find him.
And Tony Danza is running out of places to hide.
We got him.
Dead and alive. This week on ABC television.
Sounds routine. Got to get the map out on this one. He's going to want to stop the cue ball. That's what he's doing. And it's the right shot, too. Playing this for the 7 ball back in the same corner pocket. He's got to watch out for the scratch in the top right-hand corner pocket, though. Oh, look at this. He's hit it perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's not over with yet, though.
Well, Kim Davenport, I think this is the first time he's taken such a break in this match. He's gone over, had a drink of water, calmed himself. He is 3 balls away from a trip into the semifinals and a continuing chance at this $50,000.
He's got to hit this with a little bit of a firm stroke, Kim, to bounce off the cushion a little bit. He doesn't want to shoot the 8-ball with the cue ball on the cushion, so he's going to hit this a little hard. Split the pocket, too. Just come back for the 9. It's up to him what pocket he wants to play it in. He's probably going to play it in the bottom left because it's on more that side of the table. So to do that, he would have to hit the cue ball low left, hitting the cue ball right around 8 o'clock.
And in the background there, to the left of your screen, Aida with her big brimmed hat, Kim Davenport's wife.
He's taking his time on this because this is a lot of speed control here, too. In the cue ball, right about 8 o'clock on the cue ball. A little bit soft, but, well, he'll take this shot. It's all concentration now. Let your ability do the work. Yeah, a little break in his concentration there. That's why he stood up. That's good timing to do that too. If he just went ahead and shot the shot, he probably would have missed. He'll wait till everything settles down.
Not even looking.
Ooh.
And he gets it. Mike Sigel had his chance, but when Kim Davenport had to have it, he did. And so he wins 5-4 and moves on to the semifinals. A victory kiss from wife Aida. A sigh of relief. And here's a look at that final shot. Watch the body English. And right now, Kevin Cusick is with our winner.
Kim Davenport, winner of his own quarterfinal match. Mike Sigel came out shooting. You won the first rack. He went up 3-1, and then it was all yours.
Well, I tell you, I won the first rack, and then I broke the balls, and Mike had a combination there, and he pocketed that combination. And then after that, things went his way for a couple of games, and I'm thinking, you know, after winning the first game, boy, what's going to happen? Am I going to win another one? So, fortunately, I hung in there and wound up winning the match.
For you, what was the turning point in the match? He missed the 4-ball. That was a close shot. He said that that's where that was all over for him.
Well, that's where it was, the 4-ball. I mean, I was down 4-2, and he had the 4. If he makes the 4, the rest of the balls were fairly easy to make. And I was thinking to myself, I hadn't given up yet, but I was thinking, just one more shot, please. And it happened. It's just the way it does in a lot of sports. You know, you never know.
One more shot, please. Well, he got not only one more shot, he's on his way to the next match. And
professionals in the world have come to the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas for the single highest payday in the history of the sport. Today, 2 quarterfinal matches. Mike Lebron against Jim Rempe, holder of 18 world titles. And then David Howard, the most powerful breaker in the game of this quarterfinal match. And Alan Hopkins, these balls have been have been racked a little bit differently than normal. There's a new rack, and so there probably won't be as many 9 balls dropped on the break. And right away, Mike Lebron has kind of a difficult first shot.
Yes, he does, Kim. He's jacked up over the 9 ball, which makes this a tough shot. And that causes him to scratch in the corner pocket. Now Jimmy will have ball in hand on the 1 ball. Jimmy will play the 1 ball in the side pocket. Having ball in hand now anywhere on the table gives him that choice. So he'll play the 1 ball on the side and come over to the middle of the table for the 2 ball. Now the 3 ball is in a touchy spot here. He's going to have to come off the rail at the perfect speed so he can get on the 3 ball for the corner. Kind of going to be like a little touch, Kim. It's going to be, he pops it off the rail, and watch out for the side pocket. Oh.
It will take these fellows a little bit to get used to the table and the lights. It's a new table. The cloth is stretched very tightly. Jay Helfert, the tournament referee.
Here's what I was saying, Kim. Now Mike has a chance to run the table up, but instead he's going to play a combination, the 2-9 in the corner pocket.
And so Mike Lebron has the first game in a heartbeat as he gets ball in hand and makes a combination.
Game one, Mike Lebron.
It's a combination. Mike likes to shoot combination shots, and he wins the game with a 2-9 combination.
And now, because Jim Rempe won the lag and broke the first time, LeBron on the alternate break gets the break on the second time. This is a race to 5.
He's letting the cue ball get away from him. He doesn't want a long shot like this, Kim. He wants to try to get closer to the 1 ball and keep the cue ball down table. He's going to have to keep the cue ball, stop the cue ball for the 2 ball in the opposite corner pocket. Well, he catches the rail, which causes the 1 ball to stay out of the pocket.
Jim Rempe, holder of 18 world titles.
Jimmy's playing the cue ball in the center of the table because the 2 balls near the corner pocket. He'll play the 2 ball in the corner. Bring the cue ball around for the 3 ball, which is in the top right-hand side of your screen. Perfect speed. Jimmy seems to be playing with confidence. He's going to play the 3 ball, and the 5 ball is over on the side rail here. He has to get an angle for the 5 ball so he can play the 6 after the 5. And he's left himself kind of short here. He's going to have to use a bridge to reach the 5 ball.
Jim is from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Is here in Las Vegas with his wife, Sally.
This is a speed shot right here. Jimmy's going to have to draw the cue ball with low right-hand English back in the middle of the table for the 6 ball. The speed of the shot has a lot to do whether he gets right on the 6 ball, and he's left it a little bit short. Seems to have a little problem adjusting to the speed of the table right now. Has to cut the 6 ball in the corner. He's going to be careful about the side pocket. He doesn't want to scratch the cue ball in the side pocket. Now he's eyeing the cue ball up now is where he wants to put it. He's going to have a problem with the 7 ball. The 7 ball is right up against the 9 ball. He's going to have to decide what he's going to do with the cue ball after he pockets the 6 ball, and then he's forced to shoot the 7. Now he's looking at this shot. The 9 ball, he's going to decide whether he's going to hit the 9 ball with the cue ball after he pockets the 7, or come over to the side rail and try to draw the cue ball over for the 8 ball. He's deciding right now. It's possible. It looks like he can make the 7 without touching the 9. If he can do that, he'll come to the bottom rail and hit the 8. Okay, that's what he decided to do. Good shot. This is how I can tell Jimmy's in dead stroke. Gets right down. This is a tough shot. Gets right down the shot, and he has a lot of confidence. He's going to hit the cue ball high and come down the bottom rail and back up table. Great shot.
Not dead.
Ooh. And the second game goes to King James. Jim Rempe, he evens it 1 apiece. LeBron breaking in rack number 4. He leads 2-1. Race to 5, alternate break. And he gets a ball.
He moved that 9 around too, Kim. If you notice, the 9 ball went up table, almost went in the corner. But it wouldn't have mattered. He can't make the 9 on the break. He does not win if he makes the 9 ball on the break.
It gets respotted. If you join us a little late, I'm Kim Prince along with Alan Hopkins. This is Mike Lebron against King James. Jim Rempe.
Another tough shot. He's jacked up over the 6 ball. He's going to just try and make the 1 ball. Oh, that's a great shot.
These two men are playing for the chance, just the chance, to get into the semifinals and then to move to the finals and a chance at the winner-take-all, $50,000 first prize. Not a cent for runner-up.
He's hit that kind of hard. He didn't want that much of an angle on the 4 ball. He'll have to cut the 4 thin in the side and bring the cue ball 2 rails around for the 5 ball. Okay, good speed. And he's got half a pocket on the 5 ball. The 7 is in front of the pocket. So he'll try to cheat the pocket a little bit. Cheating the pocket, he'll try and just touch the rail a little bit or possibly just miss the 7 ball and hope the 5 ball falls. He cheated a little too much. Just touching the rail, the ball stayed out.
It's going to be interesting.
And here's a,
Don't like that, huh, Jim?
no, here's a situation, Kim, that this is like being behind a tree in golf. I mean, he doesn't have any shot. I don't even think he can hit this ball.
Playing this game 100 years and there's always a new shot.
He must hit the 5 ball first. If he touches the 7 ball first, it'll be a foul. So he's coming over to look if he can catch the point by the corner pocket. That's what he's looking at right now. If he can catch the point and hit the 5, possibly he can make the 5 and come up table for the 6 ball. The 6 ball is all the way at the other end of the table, so this is a very tough shot.
A look there at Jay Helfert, the tournament director.
With the 7 ball first.
And now another break for Mike Lebron. He will have cue ball in hand. And from here, he should be able to run the table.
Yes, that was an unfortunate roll for Mike. Well, look at here. The 5 ball is going right up against the 7 ball. He may not have a shot. That was a break for Jimmy. He hit the 7 ball up table and landed right on the spot where the 5 goes. Now, Mike may not have a shot at the 5 ball. I don't know whether he can make the 5.
Think he'll try a bank shot?
If he can't make the 5, the 9 ball seems to be laying in the way of a bank also, unless he can bank it cross side. I think he can. Looks like he can make it. Oh no, he caught the 7 first.
These two have played each other 9 times. Jim has won 5 of those 9. And of all these 8 competitors, they are all very even. No predominant, at least percentage-wise, favorite here, although on the big betting board here at the Mirage, Buddy Hall is the favorite. Some of the other odds that came down, Mike Lebron went off on the big board here at 20-1, which is an extraordinary, I mean, especially in a race to 5, Alan. That's a big, I bet there was some money put off on him.
Little out of line, Kim.
And Jim Rempe routinely sinks the 9 ball, draws even at 2 games apiece.
Hopkins. And since we're in Las Vegas for the Challenge of Champions, I'm going to do a shot called the Evil Knievel shot. I'm going to make the 9 ball jump over 14 balls and go in the corner pocket. And no broken bones.
And that was taped earlier in the day. Alan Hopkins now joining us in the broadcast booth with the score tied 3 apiece and Jim Rempe breaking. No one has dropped the 9 ball on the break yet. He does drop a ball and a second, so Jim Rempe gets 2 balls on the break here.
Looks like he has a shot on the 2 ball. He made the 1 on the break. He's got a thin cut shot on the 2 ball. 3 ball being down the end of the table, he'll have to play a combination. After he pockets the 2 ball, he's playing a combination 3-6.
I mentioned that no one had dropped the 9 ball on the break. In this competition, modified 9 ball rules. The 9 ball on the break does not count. It's brought back up and spotted. The breaker still gets to keep shooting, though.
Takes a lot of luck out of the game, Kim. If you can't make the 9 in the break and win the game, you're forced to run out or play a combination.
And that was the idea of tournament promoter Matt Braun's, to make this as fair as possible. That's why we have the alternate break on a race to 5.
Don't forget the 50,000, Kim. That also makes it tough.
The single largest payday in the history of the sport, 50,000, winner take all. This is just the first of the competition for both of these 2 men. It's a quarterfinal match. The winner here will move to the semis, then on to the finals.
Jimmy played the combination 3-6. He hit the 3 easy because he did not want to pocket both balls. If he'd have pocketed the 3 ball, he would have had no shot on the 4 ball. So he's left himself a shot on the 3, an easy shot, and he'll come down to try to play position on the 4 ball, the left-hand corner pocket. This is a speed shot.
Get a nice look on that camera work as that ball coming back down. Now, what does he have here?
Okay, Kim, he's hit the ball a little too hard. He may have a shot on the 4 ball. Looks like he'll make the 4, but he'll be forced to go around the table for the 5 ball. If you notice, the 5 ball is on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
He's going to have to play the 4 ball and come around 3 rails for the 5 ball in the right-hand corner. So this is another speed shot, and it seems like he's having a little problem controlling the cue ball.
We mentioned that Mike Lebron was 20-1 on the big betting board here at the Mirage. Jim Rempe, 5-2.
How hard at which he hits the cue ball here. He's going to bring it around 3 rails. He has to be careful not to hit it too hard. He could scratch in the corner.
He doesn't scratch. He's even come down and have a shot on it.
Or if he doesn't come down far enough, he won't have a shot on the 5, so.
Jim's wife, Sally, looking on.
I think he's hit the shot a little too easy. Maybe forced him to hit the rail on the bottom rail and try to kick the 5 ball in with a lot of extreme left-hand English on the cue ball. He'll be hitting the cue ball all the way on the left-hand side to put a lot of spin, so when it catches the rail, will more or less kick the 5 into the corner pocket, unless he can hit the 5 directly. There's the English. Notice there's left-hand English. See the cue ball spinning? And here, Jimmy's had a problem this whole rack with the speed control of the cue ball. He's come up short for the 8 in the side pocket and not far enough for the 8 in the corner pocket. He's caught on the 50-yard line. Plus, he's against the rail, so he won't be able to do much with the cue ball. Be interesting which pocket he decides to shoot this in, the corner or the side. Looks like he's going to be forced to play it in the corner because the side pocket looks like it would be a scratch in the corner. Tough decision. I don't know where I'd play this ball. I think I'd play it in the corner pocket and just have hit it easy, go back and forth in the table, and just hope I get a shot on the 9 ball. Well, the 9 ball is basically if I leave the cue ball on the table, I'm going to have some kind of shot at the 9. So he's just going to try to pocket the 8 ball here. Nice shot.
And he has it. That was a critical shot here, tied at 3-all in the race to 5. If he gets this game, it'll put him on the hill, 1 game away from a trip to the semifinals.
He had to hit that shot the speed at which he hit. If he hit it any harder, he probably would have scratched in the side pocket. The deflection off of the 8 ball would have made him scratch if he hit it harder. So he hit it at that speed. Now he's forced with the shot he has now. He's either going to cut the 9 ball in the corner pocket or bank the ball. I believe he's going to bank the ball.
Can't look at it. That was going to
He
hit
must.
hard.
Here's another point. You must call the 9 ball. He can't play a double bank. Sometimes we shoot this shot a little extra harder, so if we miss it in that corner, come back down table in the other corner. But he must pocket it in that corner.
What a big shot.
And that was a difficult shot under any circumstances, and certainly with this kind of pressure, 50,000. And now Mike Lebron has gotten a big break here. The score tied 3-all, and he drops the 9 ball and has the game. A gift from Mike Lebron puts him on the hill. We'll be back to the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas in a moment. Born in Puerto Rico, now lives in Philadelphia. Mike Lebron gets a ball on the break. Didn't start playing professionally until 1985, and yet he is the senior citizen of this group anyway. Actually, Hoppy, he got 2 balls on the break.
Yeah, see, it's a little unfortunate. The 1 ball's in a tough spot here. It's a tough cut in the corner. And he's actually undercut the ball. He had hit the 1 very thin to make it in the corner. And he's a little fortunate here, Kim. He didn't leave Jimmy a shot. Now, Jimmy's can try to jump the ball over the 5 ball here. If he tries to jump, he'll elevate his cue up in the air and hit down on the cue ball forcing you to jump over the 5 ball and try to pocket the 1. Or if he doesn't feel comfortable with that shot, he'll kick at the ball where he'll hit the bottom rail and try to hit the 1 ball. He's going to kick at it. He's going to hit the cue ball into the bottom rail and try to hit the 1. He'll hit it fairly hard. It's a good shot. And he's got a tough break there. He's left Mike the 1 ball straight in. Seems like the both of them have a little problem with speed, Kim. Claude's a little fast out there. Played the 3 in the side. He'll roll it in. It's a good shot. Now the 4 ball's in the bottom corner, top right-hand corner of the screen. He's going to bring the cue ball back into the middle of the table for the 5 ball in the side pocket. Usually we try to play position for the ball which pocket it's closest to. If you notice, the 5 is closest to the side pocket, so we'll play position for the 5 in the side. And the 6 ball is close to the corner, so we'll play for the 6 in the corner. Now the 7 ball, he has a choice of either corner. Probably he'll play the 7 ball in the same corner he's playing the 6 ball in.
And now Mike Lebron 2 balls away from a trip into the semifinals.
He's left himself a little short. A little bit of a cut shot. Could be a tricky shot here.
And Hoppy, it looks almost there. He didn't take as much time as he usually has been doing. He came down, lined up, and shot before he took his practice stroke. I was a little surprised. I think he was a bit nervous about it and almost tried to luck it in there.
Kim, do you think he was thinking of $50,000? It's a possibility.
And now Mike Lebron returns the favor that Jim Rempe had given him in the last game.
He's left Jimmy a power shot. Jimmy's going to have to put some stroke into this shot here. He's going to shoot the 7 ball and power the cue ball around the table with the right-hand English on the cue ball, striking the cue ball on the right-hand side. That's a great shot. That's good speed right there. Jimmy hit that perfect.
And you see how steady his head stayed. Watch his head on this shot. And now, both men are on the hill, 4 games apiece, and we'll be back for the concluding rack in just a moment. Stay with us. Champions in Las Vegas. Jim Rempe and Mike Lebron each have 4 games in a race to 5. The winner of this game will move on to the semifinals and a chance at $50,000.
Look at the break here, Kim. Jimmy did not make a ball on the break, and he's left the 1 near the 9 ball. And it looks like he's going to have a combination. Now, remember, I told you Mike likes to play combination shots. He's going to play a 1-9 combination into the 8 ball and play the 8 ball off, play the 9 ball off of the 8 ball in the corner. Very tough shot.
Oh! Oh!
And he gets it. And so for the second time in this match, Mike Lebron has made a combination on the 9 ball, and he now moves to the semifinals. A combination kiss, and right now Kevin Cusick is with our winner.
Mike Lebron, if you look out on the big board here, you were going off at 17-1 as an underdog, but here you are in the winner's circle.
I was 20-1 yesterday, but the line went 70-1, and I might be like even money to win the tournament right now.
Well, you made, in rack number 7, you sank 1 ball, and that was the 9 ball. He did all the work, and you were able to come out and finish it off.
Well, the way the table is playing, they're playing long, and it's very easy to, it's like you're playing on ice, because it's very, very hard to control the cue ball.
And then on the very last one, it went the maximum distance. You had a nice combination on the 1-9.
No, that wasn't nice. I gotta hit the 1, 9, and the 8. And that was a tough shot. I just rolled the ball, and the ball went straight, and there's no other way I can hit the ball. If I hit the ball hard, there's no way I can make it.
Okay, Mike, you're still in the hunt for $50,000. First of all, congratulations, and good luck to you.
All right, thank you very much. And I want to win the $50,000.
All right, he says he's got the $50,000. He's the one that wants to win it. Kim, back to you.
Thank you very much, Kevin. And he will go on to play the winner of our next match, David Howard against Nick Varner. Of our two quarterfinal matches, David Howard against Nick Varner here, who is breaking, and he drops the ball, but he also scratches. The cue ball goes in the side pocket, and so now David Howard, affectionately known as Little David, will have ball in hand as tournament director and referee Jay Helfert passes the baton to him.
Here's something new, Kim. Ball in hand anywhere on the table after the break. Usually we play ball spots up. If the one ball is behind the line, the one ball would go on the spot, and he'd have a spot shot or a safety. But now he has the cue ball in hand anywhere on the table, and he'll shoot the one ball in the corner and play position for the two in the same corner. And he's forced to do that. He has no choice. And he has to be careful he doesn't foul the cue ball here because he's close to the ball. Two ball. Okay, makes a good shot.
David Howard from Jacksonville, Florida, on the big betting board here, a 12-1 shot. Nick Varner, on the other hand, 2-1.
He's looking at a bank shot here. He's forced to bank three ball cross side. He can't cut it in the corner because it looks like the six ball is in the way. So he'll be banking the three ball, hitting it into the rail, trying to make it a side pocket. He'll hit it fairly hard, I believe. I think he has to hit it hard to shorten the angle. Didn't shorten it enough. He's gotten lucky here. He hasn't left Nicky a shot. That's the luck factor of the game, Kim. You can shoot a shot like that and be fortunate enough not to leave a shot for your opponent. Helps you to win matches.
And here, Nick Varner has called a combination on the 9.
This will be a kiss shot. We call this a kiss shot. He's going to hit the three ball thin with the cue ball and try to hit the 9 ball at the right angle and make it in the corner pocket. He'll hit it fairly easy. If he hits it hard, he won't be able to make it. It'll be roll it easy. Okay, and he overcut the ball, overcut the 3 ball.
As you just saw, these two have played each other during their careers 17 times. Nick Varner just the slightest of edges at 9-8.
Playing a carom here, the 6 ball, hitting a 3 easy, playing the 6. Now he's left himself, he can play a combination on the 9 ball here. Or he can play the 3 ball on this side, or safety he can play also. He has a couple different variations here, but the 4 ball is up table, so I don't think he'll be playing the 3 in the side because he would leave himself a tough long shot on the 4 ball. Probably play a safety here, trying to leave Nick no shot on the 3. And he's hit it perfect. Left Nick behind the 5 ball. Nick will be forced to either jump the ball over the 5 or kick it the 3 ball. Kicking it, hitting the cue ball to the side rail, and trying to hit the 3 ball.
And if you've just joined us, I'm Kim Prince along with Alan Hopkins, and this is the Challenge of Champions. 8 men have gathered in Las Vegas for a chance at $50,000, the single largest prize in the history of the sport. A good roll, but he leaves David Howard a shot here. Maybe, can he cut this in?
I don't think so, Kim. I think he's got a bank shot, and he's going to play the 9 ball at the same time. He's going to have to call the 9 ball because even though he has a bank, he must call the 9 if he's going to play it. Oh, he's made them both.
He gets it. He called it, and he lived up to it. Little David wins the first game.
That's a very good shot there, Kim. He hits the 9 ball at the perfect angle. He also makes sure he makes the 3.
Well, the 9 ball rattles, but it drops, and the first game goes to David Howard. Back in a minute. A former CBS Golf announcer, a very engaging gentleman. The business here for Nick Varner is he is down 2-0 to David Howard, and he almost drops the 9 ball on the break, although that would not count. It would have to be respotted.
Kind of a bad break, Kim, because the 9 ball's hanging right in the pocket there. If David can get to the 4 ball, he can play a 4-9 combination. And now he's going to have to hit the 1 ball with some good speed to bring the cue ball back and forth over for the 2 ball. And he executes it nicely. same type of shot, but he won't hit the cue ball as hard this time. He'll just bounce off the rail back into the center of the table for the 3-ball, which is right by the same corner as he's shooting the 2-ball.
Some of the other champions who are here this week, Buddy Hall and Alan Hopkins. Buddy has already won that match. Thankfully, Hoppy joins us here in the broadcast booth. Kim Davenport beat Mike Sigel. And earlier in this telecast, we saw Mike Lebron beat Jim Rempe. And here, David Howard off to a 2-0 lead against Nick Varner.
He's going to play position for a combination, Kim. He's going to bounce off the bottom rail and come up for the 4-9 combination. He's hit it a little easy, but should have a good shot at the 4-9 combination. He'll be basically worried about the cue ball, where the cue ball is going to go. He does not want to scratch. He calls the 9. He must call the 9. Good shot.
And he has it. He won the first game with a bank kiss, and he wins this one on a clear combination. David Howard now surprisingly off to a 3-0 lead.
He executes this shot perfect, hitting the 4 exactly into the 9.
Wife Linda not going anywhere, smile on her face. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, my name's Kim Davenport, and I'd like to shoot a shot for you here. It's kind of an unusual shot. I don't believe you've seen this before. What I have is a Coke bottle here, and I'm going to balance 2 balls on this Coke bottle. And after I balance them, I'm going to take the ball, and the cue ball is going to jump up, hit the ball underneath, knock it away, and the ball should stay balanced on top of the Coke bottle. Let's see here. The hardest part of it is setting it up, really. Okay, once again here, I'm going to shoot the cue ball into the 11 ball. The cue ball should jump up, hit the 3, knock the 3 away, and the 8 ball should come down on top of the Coke bottle and lay to rest. Let's try it.
And where are the mirrors? Those balls are round. How does he do this?
I'd call this a skill shot, Kim. He hits this way up in the air, knocks the 3 out of there, and the 8 ball stays right on the Coke bottle. Unbelievable.
Kim Davenport, who won his first quarterfinal match against Mike Sigel, and here the addition is very much in David Howard's favor. He leads 3-0 in his quarterfinal match against Nick Varner.
I think he actually hit the balls too hard, Kim. I don't know whether, I think Nick has a shot on the 1, but he's looking at the 3 ball right now. It's on the right-hand side of the screen on the rail there, and he's looking to see if it goes past the 6 ball. Nick's concerned about the 3 ball, see if he can make the 3 in the corner after he pockets the 2 ball.
Nick from Owensboro, Kentucky, a very quiet, likable gentleman, has won 48 titles in his career. Characteristically, works the gum. Big on the beech nut.
He's got a little out of line here. He's got an angle on the 2 ball. He's going to be forced to go either across the table or down to the bottom rail and back up for the 3 ball. Oh, he held the cue ball up. The 3 ball is along the rail here. I don't believe he can make the 3 past the 6. I think he's going to have to play a safety here. But if he can shoot the 3 past the 6, he'll be pocketing it in the right-hand corner pocket. Oh, it's a safety. Nick played a safety, and it's a very good safety, by the way. I don't believe David even has a chance of hitting this ball.
But at this juncture, As Jay Helford, tournament director, looks on, I think David can afford to take a few chances. He is up 3-0. This is a race to 5.
Notice the 6 and 7, Kim, blocking David from hitting the side rail there. Nick made sure that he hit the ball hard enough so that David couldn't catch the side rail. Otherwise, it would have been an easy kick on the 3-ball. David's going to try to tie the 6 and 7 ball so that he can't make the 6-ball. He's going to hit the bottom rail, side rail, and kick the 6 over by the 7. Okay, that's a good shot. He's forced Nick to do something with the 6 and 7 ball, even though he gives ball in hand up to Nick. Nick will still have to break in 6 and 7 ball up somehow. Great defensive shot by David. Nick will have to do something a little tricky here. But he's got ball in hand with the 3-ball close to the 6 and 7, and the 4-ball is over here by the side pocket. Should be fairly simple for Nick to break the 6 and 7 up and still get a shot on the 4. Basically because he has ball in hand. I don't like the idea he's going to use a bridge here. I think with ball in hand, he should make sure he can shoot without the bridge. Anytime a player commits a foul, it gives the other player ball in hand anywhere on the table. He's got to be careful he does not touch another ball. If he touches the 6 or the 7 ball with the cue stick, it'll be a foul. It'll be just like scratching. It's a good decision. I don't like the idea of using the bridge with ball in hand. Looks like he's going to play the 3, the bottom right-hand corner pocket, and come up and try to hit the 6 and 7 with the cue ball and still have a shot on the 4. And he kicks the 7 out, but he doesn't hit it hard enough. The 7 stays close to the 6, still making a tough run out. If he'd hit the 7 a little harder, Kim, he'd have had a shot on the 6 ball in the corner pocket. But now he's got to play position on the 5 ball so that he can come around and get on the 6 ball. He'll hit the cue ball low here, drawing it back to the rail and back out in the middle table for the 5. Trying to make sure he has an angle on the 5 ball so he can come down and break the 6 ball up. He's looking now to see if he can make the 6 in the other corner pocket.
Like a lot of these players, Nick Varner began pool at a very early age, 5 years old. His dad bought a pool room, and Nick started his career there, went on to Purdue, where he won the ACU Division I National Pool Championship.
Notice the English, low right-hand English, drawing the ball back, trying to break open the 6 and 7. And he does. Nice shot. Nick likes to shoot left-handed. And David's calling a foul on him, saying he pushed the ball. Didn't look like a push. The referee lets it go. He likes to shoot lefty. I would use a bridge on some of these shots. Oh, and he overcuts the ball. See, maybe Nick should have used a bridge. He's
An uncharacteristic, careless mistake, seemingly, from Nick Varner. And now, another big opening for David Howard.
David's got a thin cut on the 7 ball. He'll hit it fairly hard to come back down to the bottom rail and up table again for the 8 ball. High speed. David going to play the 8 ball and the 9 ball in the same corner pocket. He'll shoot the 8 ball and come over to the other side of the table for the 9 ball, the same pocket.
Golly,
Looks
look
like
at
he hit a
that.
little easy.
That's why there's 6 pockets on the pool table.
He hit a little easy. He ended up going to forced to shoot the 9 ball in the other corner. I don't believe he wanted to do that. But it turns out okay.
It rattles a little bit, but it does drop. So now David Howard is off to a 4-0 lead, and Nick Varner has been spending most of the time sitting down. Along with Buddy Hall, he was one of the two favorites for this. At least that's what Jimmy Vaccaro, who sets the betting line here at the Mirage, told us. He went off at 2-1, but now David Howard, who went off at 12-1, has his commanding lead, 4-0, and that is a big surprise. Well, when you're hot, Hoppy, you're hot, and right now this fellow is not.
That wasn't a simple shot, Kim. It was a long shot where you had to control the speed of the cue ball so you could get on the 2 balls next shot. But also fairly safe. If he undercut the ball like he did, he'd lead the 1 ball up with a tough cut for David. A little surprising, Nick's down 4-0. He's the #1 player for the year on our tour, and he's losing 4-0 right now to David Howard.
Well, Mama said there'd be days like this. She just didn't say how many. And right now things are going all his way for David Howard.
That's an excellent shot right there, Kim. He banks the 1 ball and hits it hard enough to bring the cue ball up for the 2 ball in the same corner. Good execution there by David. It's nice when you're ahead 4-0 and you know you can afford to play a shot like that. If you miss it, you're still got 4-0 lead.
Remember now, the winner of this match does not win a penny, nor of the semifinals. You have to get into the finals and win it all, $50,000. There is no second place money, the largest single prize in the history of the sport.
David looks to be having a hard time here finishing the last game. $50,000, Kim. We're not usually used to playing for that, I can guarantee you.
On an upcoming telecast, we will see Buddy Hall against Kim Davenport in one semifinal. And the winner of this match, who looks to be now like it'll be David Howard against Mike Lebron.
He's a big favorite, I can tell you that, Kim. He's got the 6 ball in the corner. He'll be playing cue ball off the rail for the 7 ball in the top right-hand corner. He'll roll the 6 ball in nice and easy. He's having a little problem with the speed of the cue ball.
David won the first tournament he entered as a professional back in 1978, and since then has won 20.
Make sure I made that one.
He's been out of the line the last couple shots. He's got a cut shot on the 8 in the corner, in the side pocket, and he'll come 2 rails for the 9 ball in the corner pocket.
I got away with it.
David's having a hard time controlling the cue ball. He hits the cue ball a foot too hard for the 9 ball and left himself a very tough shot. I wonder if the $50,000, if he's thinking about it now, Kim.
I don't think he'd be human unless he were.
Not an easy shot. He's got to worry about the scratch cross corner. He'll hit it easy. I don't believe he'll hit this hard. He made it.
And it is pure. It is a whitewash for David Howard. He beats a disappointed, clearly, Nick Varner. He moves on now to the semifinals with a 5-0 win. Congratulations all around. A kiss from wife Linda. And let's take a look at 2 of the shots that help him win. A nice kiss shot here on the 9, and then He drops a combination on the 9 as well. It's been that kind of day, and right now Kevin Cusick is with our winner.
They call him Little David Howard, and they call him the Giant Killer. Today, he certainly did just that. Nick Varner is the #1 ranked player in the world. 5 racks later, he was sitting, and you're in the winner's circle.
Yeah, I might have lost 5-0. You know, he's such a great player, and he gave me a little help there a couple of times. You know, he didn't play up to par, and I felt like I played okay, and my break was working well, and you know, it could have went the other way just as easy.
You came out first in the first rack, and you had a great 3-9 combination.
Yeah.
You finished up again in the third rack with a great combination. Your combination certainly was working tonight.
Yeah, that's right. I got a couple of short games, we call them, and that really helps. But the odds of me making that 9
Buddy Hall, the reigning U.S. Open 9-ball champion. And Alan Hopkins, along with Kim Davenport. You were last year's Player of the Year.
What an explosive break Kim has. He got an unfortunate roll here, though. He doesn't have a shot on the 1 ball, but he hits the balls awfully hard. He's going to play a push out here. Now, he doesn't have to hit the 1 right now. He's allowed to push out 1 time after the break. And he'll hit the cue ball to a position where Buddy can either accept the shot or let Kim have it. I believe no matter where Kim pushes the ball, Buddy will take the shot. Well, I take that back. I don't know if Buddy will take this shot. He's left him a thin cut on the 1 ball, but he's going to play it safe. Buddy doesn't have a shot to make the 1, but here's a situation where Kim pushed out to a safety. Now, Buddy has to figure out whether he's going to shoot or not, but he won't take it because it looks like it could be a kiss shot. After he hits the 1 ball could come over and kiss the cue ball. Or if he can get the cue ball out of the way in time, he'll bring the cue ball back down table by the 4 and 5. Does he get added a kiss? No, he gets the kiss. This is why Buddy gave him the shot, and it caused him to scratch. Good decision by Buddy.
And now Buddy gets cue ball in hand from tournament director Jay Helfert. And he gets cue ball in hand anywhere on the table.
Exactly, Kim. And he could shoot the 1-9 combination here if he chose to, but I believe he'll play the run out. He'll play the 1 ball on the side and go for a run out. The balls are scattered nicely. The 7 ball is by the 9 ball, though. I believe that's the 7 ball, or the 3 ball. It's a 3 ball, excuse me. He's going to play a kiss shot on the 9 ball now.
9 ball in the corner.
That explains why he didn't play the 1-9 combination. He felt his chances were better with a 3-9 kiss shot. He can put this game away quickly by making this shot. Oh, and it hangs up on him. Little harder, he probably would have made that ball. Would have took another turn and went in the pocket. Instead now, he's left Kim a draw shot. Kim's going to draw the cue ball back into the 9. I believe this is what he's going to shoot, unless he likes the 3 ball on the side. But I think he can put the game away if he makes the 9 ball out of turn here. He'll strike the cue ball low and hit it medium hard, trying to bring the cue ball back to pocket the 9. The thing Kim would be concerned about here is to
Scratching,
not to,
I would think, yeah.
Exactly, Kim. He doesn't want to scratch.
And he has called it. He is obligated under tournament rules to call the 9 ball in whichever pocket he chooses. Comes back.
Perfect speed. Nice shot.
And he gets it. So Kim Davenport, who beat Mike Sigel in his quarterfinal match, is off to a 1-0 lead in this race to 5. And here we can see in the replay, he played, as Alan Hopkins says, the speed perfectly. Tied 1 apiece, and on the alternate break, Kim Davenport has the honors here in the Montego Room in Las Vegas, the Mirage Hotel. Semifinal match. One of these men will move on to the finals and a chance to win $50,000.
This looks like a tough layout, Kimmy. All the balls are along the rail over here. He's got 4 balls along the rail. It's going to be a few safety plays here.
On the big betting board, Buddy Hall went off at 8-5. And on his performance this year, I think he has to be considered the favorite because he has won 4 tournaments already.
But he decided to play a shot there. He tried to play the 7 ball. He hit the 1 ball and come off the rail and tried to make the 7. He missed the shot and leaves Kim a shot on the 1 ball. Even though Kim has a shot, the run out here is rather difficult. The ball's tied up behind the 9 ball over here. I believe it's a 3 ball. Excuse me, I thought that was a 7 ball. It's a 3 ball tied up behind the 9. Kim's elected to play the 2 ball straight in the corner. And his concern now is the 3 ball. The ball over by the 9 ball along the rail there. He can't bank the ball because the 7 ball, which is right near there, is blocking it. So he'll play the 2 in the corner and draw the cue ball back so he can hit the 3. He'll hit the cue ball low and bring it back around a foot. Perfect speed. Now Kim's going to play a safety. He's going to try and hit the 3 ball down table and put the cue ball behind the 9 and leave Buddy no shot on the 3. He hit it fairly hard. Notice how the cue ball just died right down after he hits the 3. He has to make sure he doesn't make the 3 in the side pocket 3 rails. He hit the 7 ball and went up table. Nice shot. Notice the cue ball, Kim. The cue ball stayed right there. He made sure that the cue ball stayed behind the 9 ball. Buddy has a very difficult kick shot here. Now, if Buddy does not hit the 3 ball, he will give ball in hand to Kim. Kim will be able to put the cue ball anywhere on the table.
The characteristic slow saunter of the 46-year-old Buddy Hall. Current U.S. Open 9-ball champion, and will he foul? Yes, you saw Jay Helfert up off his chair, tournament director and referee, gives Kim Davenport ball in hand.
That's a big reason why we play a lot of safeties. With good safety by Kim, gets him ball in hand now. Kim will have ball in hand on the 3 ball. He'll leave himself an angle on the 4 ball so he can go up table for the 5. 5 ball's in the center of the screen. It's got a nice layout here. Once he gets on the 5 and 6, the 7 ball, if it goes past the 9 ball, he can pocket it in the corner pocket. Okay, Kim's concern now is the 7 ball in between the 5 and the 8 in the middle of the screen.
Kim Davenport began playing billiards when he was 10 years old, turned pro back in 1985, and since then has either won or been runner-up in over 20 tournaments.
Okay, apparently the 7 ball goes past the 9 ball. So Kim will play the 6 ball on the side and bring the cue ball back up in the middle of the table and try to get straight on the 7 ball.
Always a little bit tempting, especially in a race to 5, to see if you can play a combination on the 9. And I know in our previous telecasts we've seen a number of those combinations which have made the difference.
He's in a tough situation here. He only has a half a pocket on the 7 ball.
He wouldn't try for a combination here? Too difficult?
No, not if the 7 ball can go. He'll try to make the 7 ball.
Nice going, Hoppy. You jinxed him. I think probably wishes he had tried for the combination now because...
Kim, he had half a pocket there. It was a tough shot, but it was a lot easier than playing the combination. I guarantee you that. He played the right shot. He just missed it. And he's left Buddy a kick shot. Buddy's concern here is not scratching with the 7. So he'll try and just clip the 7. Ooh, he just missed it. An easy kick, but you got to make sure he didn't scratch. And now he'll give a ball in hand to Kim. And he's a little aggravated about that. You can guarantee that he should have at least made sure he hit the 7 there. Might have got a double kiss and not scratched.
Well, he doesn't show a lot on his face, but I guarantee you he is burning underneath.
Oh, Kim, look what happened here. He tried to hit the ball perfect, and he got stuck behind the 9 ball. That's something you may never see. A lot of pressure out there. He's going to just try and hit this ball. If he hits it, he may leave Buddy tough. Ooh, he almost makes it.
He might scratch, however. It hangs in the pocket,
Oh.
and there is Aida, Kim Davenport's wife. And we will see in just a moment what kind of angle Buddy Hall has down to the 8. Is he?
It looked like for a minute he was corner hooked. When I say corner hooked, on the rail there, if the rail is in the way of the cue ball, we call it being corner hooked.
You can see he just has a clear shot. Well, I think he does. And he gets it.
Yes, that's a great shot. He jumped the ball a little bit, if you can tell.
And now he's going to go to the bridge for the 9 ball. No chances here. $50,000 to whichever of these men can get through this round and then win. There it is. Buddy Hall leads after rack 3. Back.
Mike Sigel, and along with my partner, Nick Varner, we're going to try a very difficult shot called the collision shot. What we're going to attempt to do is we're both going to shoot at the same time. The 1 ball and the cue ball should meet approximately in the center of the table. I'm going to try and pocket the yellow ball in that corner pocket. At the same time, the white ball, hopefully, goes in this corner pocket. Now, we have shot this by ourselves before. It's very tough to make. You have to run around the table pretty quickly, but it can be done. Right, Nick? All right, here we go. Let's try it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, all right. That's a hanger. All right. The high five.
Nick Varner and Mike Sigel. A little pool sleight of hand. And as we rejoin the action now, Buddy Hall has taken a 3-2 lead. It is rack 6, and on the alternate break system, he is breaking. And he drops a ball on the break. He will go to his other cue. Most of these players have a different cue for the break. Why is that, Alan?
It's a call to break cue. Some players like a lighter cue to break, and some have a heavier one. It's whatever their preference is. Actually, you don't want to ruin the tip on your cue you play with all the time. That's why you have a break cue.
Remember now, this is a race to 5. Buddy Hall leading here 3-2. Semifinal match, the Challenge of Champions. The winner here moves to the finals and a chance at $50,000, the largest single payday in the history of the sport. And you need a few breaks like that to go in. Did he have a chance of dropping that ball, Hoppy?
Definitely, Kim. What happened there is he got a double kiss, actually. He almost made the 7 ball. He was trying to make the 2 ball. He also got lucky on the shot because he didn't leave Kim a shot. The 3 ball's in the way. The shot buddy knows he shouldn't have missed. He had a little help with the 7 ball. He could have made the 2 if he hit it on the inside of the pocket. Now Kim jumps the ball, but he's going to masse it here. It looks like he decided to masse the ball. When I say masse, he's going to curve the cue ball around the 3 ball. Or he could kick at the 2 ball going to the rail and try and make the 7 ball off the 2. See which one he chooses.
Hey.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Jay Helford was off his chair there. I think he thought there was going to be a foul, but Davenport makes the shot.
That's a great shot right there. He curves the cue ball around the 3 ball, catches the 2 ball into the 7, and pockets the 7 ball.
And if you have any idea how much English these fellows can put on the ball, I mean, that is the whole game for them. The way they maneuver the ball around the table, the English they use to position the cue ball, it's extraordinary. I mean, just watching on television sometimes is difficult to see. And so when we use the slow motion, you get an idea of the tremendous amount of spin that these good world-class players can put on the ball.
The pros, Kim, with English, can make the cue ball do whatever they want.
Well, Alan, if that's the case, what happened against you and Buddy Hall?
I used the wrong English. Okay, Kim's got a delicate shot here. He's trying to find out where to position the cue ball because he has a little bit of a space there for the 4 ball. The 4 ball is on the top right-hand side there between the 5 and 8. You can see the purple-colored ball. And he only has about 6 inches in which he can place the cue ball so he has a shot on the 4 ball. Talk about precision. That's a great shot. That's a force follow shot where he hits the shot hard because he doesn't want the ball to roll off, and you can force the cue ball forward as far as you want it to go. It's a very delicate shot. The pros execute that shot. Probably is one of their favorite shots.
These two have played each other. I consult my notes here 12 times. Each has won 6. Buddy Hall started the tournament on the big board here at 8-5. Kim Davenport 9-2.
Kim's deciding what to do with the cue ball here. I believe he's going to hit it fairly hard and pop the cue ball off the side rail back out in the middle of the table. He played it easy. That's a preference of what you'd like to do with the cue ball there. Kim decided to hit it easy and just play the 5 ball on the side. The only thing I didn't like about that shot is the cue ball is against the rail. But if he's straight on the 5 ball, he can just roll the cue ball up for the 8 ball. No, he doesn't. He has an angle, so he's going to have to stop the cue ball there or bring it down for the 8 ball in the side pocket also.
That
Great
is
shot.
just lovely. Right now, Davenport in good stroke. In the audience here, his wife, Aida, his son, Jason, back in California. They're home, so right now, this match is dead even. 3 apiece. Back in a moment. Hall breaking here are tied at 3 apiece in the race to 5. He gets 1 ball on the break. Will he get another? Yes.
Unfortunately, he got a bad roll of cue ball. If you can notice where the cue ball is, it's in the middle of the table where the players try to put the cue ball. But the 4 ball rolled right on top of the cue ball, forcing Buddy to elevate his cue, shooting over the 4. If he touches the 4 now, he'll commit a foul. And he miscued. But he doesn't scratch. Kind of lucky there he doesn't scratch, because when you miscue, you have no control of the cue ball. Miscue is when you strike the cue ball and you don't hit it properly. Buddy looks as though he's corner hooked here. He's going to massay the cue ball a little bit so he hits the 2 ball, curves the cue ball, and hits the 2. That's a great shot. Buddy executed that shot perfectly. He's left Kim no shot. Kim will try and hit the rail and strike the 2. Hits the 2 successfully. But unfortunately, he leaves Buddy straight in on the side pocket. So Buddy makes a good shot on the 2 ball. He leaves Kim safe. Kim makes a good safe hit on the 2, but he leaves Buddy a shot. Now Buddy will play the 2 ball on the side and come up table for the 3, which you can't see on your screen right now. He'll play the 3 ball in the corner pocket. It's the top part of the screen there. Buddy's going to have to put a lot of draw on this cue ball here. He's going to have to draw the cue ball to the side rail and back out for the 4 ball in the left-hand bottom corner. Apparently, Buddy can make the 4 ball past the 9 and 8. So he'll play the 4 ball and stop right there for the 7 ball in the side pocket. Buddy handles the cue ball excellent. That's probably one of the strong parts of his game is cue ball control.
The leading prize money winner in 1991, Buddy Hall, has won over 70 tournament titles in his career. And now just the 9 ball stays between him and 4 games in this race to 5. There it is, the easy-going current U.S. Open 9-ball champion Buddy Hall leads 4-3. Back to Las Vegas in a moment. 40 million people play pocket billiards recreationally in the United States. Well, Buddy Hall right now could be considered the very best of them. He is the top professional, the leading money winner so far this year. And right now he is a game away from a trip to the finals against Kim Davenport.
Okay, Buddy's made a ball on the break, but the one ball is at the bottom end of the table, and the cue ball is at the totally opposite end. And Buddy really doesn't have a shot on the one ball, so he'll be forced to play a push out. And he's elected to let Kim try a kick shot. Kim will try to kick the one ball into the corner pocket with a lot of spin on the cue ball, a lot of right-hand English. And I don't know if Kim really wants to take this shot. I think Buddy made a wise decision pushing there, especially with a 4-3 lead. That's the choice Buddy made. He would have made sure he hit the one ball, though. That'll give ball in hand to Buddy. I think Kim should have let Buddy have that shot. Okay, Buddy's concern here is the 2 ball down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen here. There's a combination there, the 2 and the 7. The 7 ball's in the corner pocket by the 2 ball. He'll have ball in hand on the 1. He'll play position for the 2 and 7. Kim knows he should have hit the 1 ball in that shot. Okay, Buddy's going to play a combination on the 2-7. 7 ball is the ball by the corner. 2 ball is the blue ball. But he's left himself a little tricky shot here. He may have to shoot this left-handed. He wanted to bounce the 2 ball off the rail a little more than he did. That's a nice shot. Buddy may put it away right here, Ken. He's got a nice layout on the table. The 3 and the 4. 3 makes the 3 ball. The 4 ball is by the other corner pocket. Going to bring the cue ball back out in the middle of the table for the 5 ball on the right-hand side of your screen.
If our other matches are to be any indication, this is where the shots become considerably more difficult.
Without a doubt, Kim, he's going to have to draw the cue ball back to the middle of the table for the 8 ball. Very nicely done.
Nice, easy, smooth stroke. 2 balls remain.
Both in the same pocket.
And kind of banked in off the side of that pocket. He should make this one, though, and this will give him a trip into the finals. And there it is. So wife Sherry and their 7 kids at home watching. Keep the vigil. Still $50,000 to be won, and Buddy Hall has a chance. Kim Davenport a handshake, and here was that foul that Davenport made, which gave Buddy a good chance, and he is with Kevin Cusick right now.
Buddy Hall, we meet once again in the winner's circle. Let's go to the last rack where you pushed out on the 1 ball. Were you hoping to shoot the shot, or did you think Kim would take that shot?
I thought Kim would take the shot. He likes to shoot. If I would have had to take the shot, I would have had to try to play safe on it. But Kim elected to try to shoot a rail first shot. And the ball, when it hits the rail here, it reacts too quick. It comes off and then makes it smooth. He tried to shoot that shot, and he missed the whole ball.
Now, in the quarterfinal matches, the table seemed to be a little tighter. Did it loosen up a little bit for you today?
Yeah, they're a little looser. They're playing better than they were yesterday. A brand new cloth, things tend to slide a lot. But today, they were still sliding a little bit, but they were more to a truer angle. Everything played pretty much like it's supposed to play.
And you played like you were certainly supposed to play. Steady as she goes. Buddy Hall is on his way to the final and possibly to $50,000. Kim?
Semifinals and Mike Lebron on the break. 1, 2, 3 balls on the break, Alan.
He has a good break. He hit those fairly square. Left the cue ball in the middle of the table, and he has a shot on the 2 ball, I believe. He made the 1. No, he has a shot on the 1 ball. 2 balls in nice position down by the 9 ball. He'll roll down the table for the 2 ball. Leave himself a little angle for the 3 ball, which is on the bottom rail, the red ball. He'll bring the cue ball down to the bottom rail, give himself a little angle on the 3 so he can come up for the 4 ball. Hit that with high right-hand English to bring the cue ball over to the rail for the 4. The only problem he has now, he's got the cue ball against the rail. He's going to have to stroke this fairly hard. Well executed. That's a great shot. He's got to get the cue ball up there so he can have a shot on the 8. Matter of fact, he could have hit a little bit harder. He's got a difficult shot. Thin cut. He just undercut the ball a little bit. He's left David a tough shot on the 8 ball. David has 2 choices here. To try and hit the 8 ball very thin and cut it in the corner, or to bank the 8 ball and come down table for the 9 ball. Unbelievable. That's a great shot.
And that's the kind of shot that David Howard was making against Nick Varner in his quarterfinal match. He won that 5-0 to move here to the semifinals. Mike Lebron beat Jim Rempe 5-4. As you saw a moment ago, these two have played each other 10 times, 5 apiece. This is the first game of the semifinals. Made it. Well, some good English. Body and cue ball puts it in. David Howard leads 1-0. Back in a moment.
He's got a shot on the 2 ball. Playing the 2 ball in the corner pocket. He'll call the 9 because he possibly could make the 9 ball also. Main concern would be to make the 2 ball though, because the 3 ball's in the corner pocket here just set up. Coming back down table for the 4 ball, at the bottom of the screen. Oh, Mike's been having a problem with that type of shot. One he undercut, this one he overcuts.
Now David Howard back up at the table. He has won the last 7 racks he has played. If you saw our previous telecast against Nick Varner, as I mentioned a bit ago, 5-0. Here off to a 2-0 lead. Race to 5. From Jacksonville, Florida.
That's a nice shot. He had to make sure he didn't touch the 7 ball with the cue ball. If he had, he wouldn't have got back down table for the 4 ball. He's left himself a little bit of a cut shot on the 4, but I believe David could make this and proceed on to the 5 ball, which is on the left-hand side of the screen by the corner pocket there. So wherever he puts the cue ball, he'll have a shot at the 5.
and nicely stretched.
David's concern here is the speed at which you hit the cue ball. The 7 ball is on the top of your screen on the rail. He's going to have to bring the cue ball down there for a shot on the 7. He doesn't want to be straight in on the 7 ball because he won't be able to get up table for the 8 ball, which is down by the 9 here. So David's going to play the cue ball. I believe he's going to play it 1 rail down table. Trying to put the cue ball where he's eyeing up now. Speed is very important. That's a great shot. Perfect speed. It's got the angle on the 7, so he can come down table for the 8. Nicely done. Little hard.
Nothing's easy in this life.
And David agrees. Nothing's easy in this life. Although it looked pretty easy. That's a nice shot.
Don't really.
And so the man who won his first pro tournament back in 1978 now is off to a commanding 3-0 lead. Mike Lebron breaking, and what an interesting story he has been in this tournament. He came in at a 20-1 shot. He is still in this match after David Howard went off to a 3-0 lead. LeBron won the last game and is alive for that $50,000 first prize for whomever wins the finals. The winner of this to move on to the finals against Buddy Hall. I'm Kim Prince along with Alan Hopkins. We're in the Montego room at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. And for the first time in the history of pocket billiards, there has been a line set on a competition. We've been giving you the odds as they came into these matches. Both David Howard and Mike Lebron were not favored, and yet one of them will move to the finals, and David Howard has had quite a run.
Just made a nice shot, Kim. He cut the 1 ball backwards. He spun the cue ball with a lot of English and made the 1 go in the corner. Nice little kiss from the 9 ball there. Okay, he's got the 3 ball in the corner. The 4 ball's in the middle of the table by the 8 ball. In the middle of the screen. He'll be playing position. If the 4 ball goes on the side, he'll try to bring the cue ball up by the 4 ball to make it in the side pocket. Oh. Looks like he's hit the cue ball a little too hard for the side pocket. If he has the room to make it in the corner through the 7 and the 9 ball there, he'll play the 4 in the corner pocket. He's looking at that now, playing the 4 ball in the corner pocket. That's a nice shot. Right in between the 7 and 9, position for the 5 ball in the side pocket. Now the 6 ball is on the right-hand side of your screen by the rail there. He's going to bring the 5 ball in the side pocket and bring the cue ball back over for the 6 ball in the corner pocket. The position on the 7 here is important. He doesn't want to come behind the 8 ball. If he bounces the cue ball off the rail, his speed control is important. And he's hit a little too easy. But his concern was there. He didn't want to come on top of the 8 ball, so he hit a little easy on purpose. And he's left himself a cut shot, decides which corner he wants to put it in, either the right-hand corner or left-hand. He can put it in either corner. He's also looking at a scratch here. The speed at which he cuts the 7, it'll decide whether he scratches or not. He's going to English to cue ball with draw English. So when he hits the 7, he won't scratch. Well executed.
Well, he's given us some heavy breathing. Doesn't seem like he likes the shots, but the balls are dropping. As we mentioned, we are right around the corner from the big board here at the Mirage. David Howard came into this competition at 12-1. LeBron came in at 20-1. Obviously, those odds have changed considerably as they've reached the semifinals.
They've made a nice shot on the 8 ball. It's got a little bit of a cut on the 9 ball. It's a lot of pressure on this shot. It'll take a 4-1 lead. Be a nice, comfortable lead to have the guarantee to get in the finals. Oh, there's that pressure.
Ouch, you almost knew that was going to happen. So Murphy's Law comes up and bites David Howard.
Not easy.
Whatever can go wrong will go wrong, and it's not easy, David. And now Mike Lebron has a chance to pull within 1 at 3-2. And he doesn't waste his opportunity. So a big turnaround here. David Howard pins. Mike Lebron has come back from a big hole. He was down 3-1. He has tied it at 3 apiece. He gets a ball on the break. This is an alternate break system.
Kim, he's been breaking the balls really hard. He's made the 1 ball in the side pocket. He's got a shot on the 2 ball. He's got a chance to run out the table or play a combination. He's got it looks like he has a combination with the 4-9 if he can get to the 4 ball. Makes the 2. You can see the combination down on the bottom right-hand side of the screen there, the 4-9 in the middle of the table. If the 9 goes past the 5 ball, Mike will play the 3 ball and come back down the bottom and play the 4-9 combination. This is the style of play that Mike LeBron likes to play. Fast and loose. And he's played for the combination.
And as we've said before, he is obliged to call the combination. He must designate the pocket, and he gets
That's
it.
a great shot.
And again, Mike Lebron taking advantage of a combination to drop the 9 ball. And here we see in the replay, it is nothing but pure. And so now, Mike Lebron has come back dramatically to lead 4-3. David Howard had a chance to go up 4-1. Gives it a big belt on the break. He gets a ball on the break. And does he like what he's left with, Alan?
He's got the 1 ball straight in the side pocket and the 2 ball on the bottom right-hand side of the screen over by the 9 ball. So he's got a nice chance here to tie it up at 4-4. But the 6 ball and the 8 ball on the side left-hand bottom screen here seems to be his concern right now.
Alan, in this entire competition, we have yet to see a player run an entire table off the break. I think right now, David Howard almost has to do that, doesn't he?
I don't think you want to let Mike back to the table again, to tell you the truth. Mike's a dangerous player. Oh, that's a shot David should have made, that shot. But it looks like he's got a little lucky here. I don't know whether Mike can make the 2-ball or if the 9's in the way. He may have a rail first shot. Hitting the cue ball into the rail first and then making the 2-ball. Keep an eye on the cue ball. Hits the rail and pockets a 2. That's a great shot. He likes to shoot shots like that. He's very good at them. Mike has the 4-ball, but it's concerned he doesn't have position, doesn't have a pocket for the 5-ball. Looks like he's going to be forced to play a combination after he pockets the 4.
One of these men moves into the finals and a chance at $50,000. The other goes home.
Not an easy shot. Makes it. And doesn't get a reward for making the combination. Mike likes to shoot combinations, but on this shot he didn't get a reward. It wasn't the 9-ball, it was the 8-ball. So now he's forced to keep shooting. Looks like he's going to be forced to play a safety here. Just touch the 5, nice and easy. Put it by the 6-ball. Bring the cue ball. Try to get it behind the 9-ball. Oh, that's a great shot. He executed that perfect. Now David will have to go to the bottom rail and try and hit the 5-ball. It's very important that he hits the 5 here. He doesn't want to give ball in hand to Mike. He'll hit this fairly hard, hoping to hit it and either leave Mike safe or possibly making the 5. He hits it. Oh, he scratches. That's a tough roll for David. No control when you're kicking at balls. He hits the 5 successfully and catches a bad break. He hit the rail, hits the 5, and scratches in the corner pocket. He also made the 5, so if he didn't scratch, it's a possibility he may have won the game.
And you saw in the replay there, he actually tried to grab the cue ball. He knew it was going in. It got a chuckle out of him. I guess as Kipling said, if you can treat triumph and disaster as the imposters they are, you're a true man. Well, in this case, Mike Lebron has had a tremendous comeback.
2 balls away from being in the finals. It's the kind of shot you'd like to have to get into the finals.
And the finals is where Mike Lebron is going. Bows to a very appreciative crowd. The final score, 5-3 over David Howard. And a wave and thumbs up from his wife. He has come out of one pickle after another to win. And here's that 4-9 combination in the 7th game.
Mike Lebron, the odds makers, had you going off at a 20-1 long shot. You've certainly proved them wrong. You're on your way to the final, but when you were down 3-0, you had to have some second thoughts.
Well, no, I never have a second thought because I'm a tough cookie. I'm a survivor. And I know sooner or later when he make a mistake, I know that I can come back.
At any point, though, did you think that you weren't coming back? I mean, you were down 3-0. He really was shooting. Consistently, he was on.
Yeah, but I was waiting for my chance when my opportunity came. And when my opportunity came, I just made the betters out of it.
Okay, you've got Buddy Hall. He's been playing steady as she goes, as he always does. He's been on a roll lately. What do you need to do to beat him?
To beat him, I have to make balls on the break, play good defense like I play against David Howard, and luck.
And luck. Luck is a bit of a part of it. All right, they started with 8 of the top 10 players. We're down to 2, and he's on his way to possibly $50,000 and the finals. Kim?
Thank you, Kevin. And here is a look at that 2-ball that David Howard missed, and that was a critical turning point. LeBron went on to win that game, and here another look at that 4-9 combination. It was that kind of day for the man born in Puerto Rico who now makes his home in Philadelphia.
How can you go wrong?
This is a
LeBron on the alternate breaks. gets a ball on the break to reach the finals here. Mike beat our associate here in the booth, Jim Rempe, in the first round in a very tight match, and then David
straight in on the 2-ball. Well, not quite straight. He's got enough to bounce off the screen. Well, he's played for a combination here. Well, there's not a combination that's easy, but that one wasn't really that tough. He's left Buddy bad. I guess Buddy can bank this ball and come back for the 4-ball. And that's what he's electing to do. You know, there's a lot of pressure in these games, in these matches, in all these shots, too. But not so much on those kind of shots, because combinations are, you don't always make those shots anyway. And bank shots, well, you don't always make those either. I mean, they're less than 50-50, some of the bank shots. Like the shot he shot there was probably about 50-50 for Buddy Hall to bank the 3-ball. That was an excellent safety by Mike Lebron, though. Here, Buddy's only got one option that I can see. He's got to kick to the right-hand top side cushion and try to hit the 3-ball. I mean, there's nothing really he's trying to do here except hit the 3. He doesn't want to miss this 3-ball. He'll probably hit this a little hard. Oh, he's missed the whole ball. Well, that was just an error in judgment on Buddy's part. I'm sure if he had to shoot that shot over again, he wouldn't have missed it in a million years.
And Buddy Hall, I think there, is complaining about some of the photography. Perhaps a flash bothered him. Nevertheless, Mike has ball in hand, drops the ball.
Nicely done down table for the 4-ball. He'll just shoot this 4-ball with a little top spin English. Out in the middle of the table again for the 5-ball. Off the cushion.
Mike got his start in pool by sweeping up a 2-table pool room. And after he tells us after he was finished with his work, he used to play with the owner, who then used to beat him out of his wages back home in Puerto Rico.
He's left himself a little short on this shot. He's shooting a shot rather fast. Oh, it's a bank shot. Oh, he didn't have a whisker there. Just by a whisker that went in there. He could, if he hit the 7-ball, that ball wouldn't have went. But everything's all right now. He's just draw the cue ball with low right-hand spin. And try to come straight down the table for the 8 in the bottom left-hand corner pocket. It's a little bit of distance between the 2 balls. He would have preferred being much closer. He's played the 2 cushions up and around for the same pocket for the 9.
And the game to Mike Lebron. It is now even 1 apiece in this race to 9. 2 of them. And for all seasons, Jim Rempe, who obviously taped this earlier, now in the booth with us. If you join us a little bit late, I'm Kim Prince along with Jim Rempe. And here it is now even Mike Lebron and Buddy Hall in the finals of this winner-take-all Challenge of Champions at Las Vegas. And he gets a couple of balls on the break.
Look what happened here. He made the 9-ball on the break. That's the first time in this whole series of matches that the 9 has gone on the break. And that's probably due to this new rack that Miucci Originals has designed for this tournament. It racks the balls perfectly, and it takes all the luck out of the game.
But unlike the standard 9-ball rules, when you drop the 9 here, it comes back up on the table.
And you can see there it goes in the corner pocket.
And now Jay Helfert has spotted it. Buddy Hall remains at the table.
He's got straight in on a 2-ball, I think. The 3 is on the right-hand side of the table. It does not pass the 6, as you can see. So he's hitting the cue ball very low here. He's drawing the cue ball back to that cushion and back over to that side of the table for the 3-ball. Let's see where he winds up. Well, he's made a very good shot there, except that he would have liked to have come maybe 1 or 2 more inches. So this is a game of inches, as you can see.
And the reason the 9-ball is being spotted here is that Matt Braun, the tournament promoter, decided he wanted to take every element of luck out of it so that it would be purely a test of skill in this champion against champion. Although I've got a suspicion that maybe some of these players will tell you that it's not luck when they sink the 9-ball in the break.
Well, there is an element of luck to that. I mean, the players aren't really trying to break the 9-ball in. They're just trying to make a ball, put the cue ball in the middle of the table, and then run out. I think the odds on making the 9 off the break is probably 15-1 anyway. Buddy's missed the 3-ball and left it right in the corner pocket for Mike.
Yeah, predicting the 9-ball in the break is about like predicting a home run when you're at bat.
Well, if the balls are left unfrozen after you rack the balls, then you can predict the 9 going in off the break. But with this new rack, like I said, it really racks the balls tight, and you don't see the 9 come out of the pack that much. Made a good shot on the 5-ball. He's just going to draw the cue ball, low left-hand spin, bounce off the cushion. I don't know if he's got there. I don't know if he's got there. He's looking away from the table, too. He gave it a phew, so he must be able to make it. Yeah, he can make it. Nice shot to roll a ball like that. Anytime you roll a ball, you're taking the nap of the cloth into effect. And it might roll off. Fast and loose. Mike Lebron to make the 9 in the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
And Mike Lebron has the game. Kind of an interesting story. A man who didn't turn professional until 1985 is now very much in the hunt. We'll be back in just a minute.
Joining me now is Matt Braun, and if you're wondering how you get 8 of the top 10 players in the world together to face off for $50,000, this man here has the answer. Matt?
All you have to do, Kevin, is offer them the greatest challenge of their life. Sudden death playoff, 8 champions going head-to-head, winner take all for $50,000.
And by the way, you have to do that in a race to 5, which is awfully quick. Matt, a challenge of champions, an event like this, it certainly can put billiards more in the forefront than it's ever been before.
Well, we believe, Kevin, very strongly that the Challenge of Champions is going to attract a lot of people to watching billiards on television who probably have never before seen it on the tube in their life.
Okay, Matt Braun, he's been working diligently for several months now to put this event together. Matt, it's finally come together for you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
And thank you, Kevin. We move ahead now with Mike Lebron leading in rack 6, 3 games to 2. By the way, Matt Braun also a popular and prolific writer of westerns. I've read a couple of them. They're Dandy's Tales. And a dandy $50,000 he has put up for the winner of this match. These men have come through the field of 8, and one of them, at the end of this match, will go away $50,000 richer.
Not that. You see what happened there? Gee, all he wanted to do is make the 7-ball and leave the 1-ball in the corner pocket so he can use that to get position on the 2-ball, which is up table at the far end of the table. You can see it up there, the blue ball. And he wanted to leave the 1-ball in the corner pocket, but they both went in on him. He's in a little bit of trouble now, and he's going to have to either place a safety or, well, there's no shot, so it will be some kind of a safety. There's 2 things in which I see he could do here. He could cross the ball and put it down table, but that gives the... No, he's not going to do that either. Looks like he's going to just try to put the cue ball underneath the 8-ball. No, he didn't get the cue ball behind the 8. And the 2-ball is stopped right in front of the hole. He actually was trying to do 2 different things there. Put the cue ball behind the 8 or leave the 2-ball halfway between the side pocket and the 4-ball because there was no pocket, because the 4 was in front of the corner pocket. He wanted to hit that ball a little bit harder. He didn't bounce up far enough for the 3-ball in the opposite corner pocket. From this angle, it looks like he's snookered behind the 9-ball, and if he is, that means he's either going to have to kick at it or he's trying a masse. No, the ball never grabbed. The English on the ball never grabbed. The cloth is new, and it just slipped away and never had a chance to grab the English that Mike put on it. This gives Buddy Hall cue ball in hand and makes a simple 3-9 combination. These are the kind of shots you want when you're playing for $50,000 right here.
And the game goes to Buddy Hall, but we are still a long way from the 9 games it takes to win the championship. We'll be back in a moment to the Mirage Hotel. Vegas for the Challenge of Champions. 8 of the top players in the
No, I don't think he'll miss from here. Boy, what opportunities are being wide. Look at this, he sewed Mike up too. Oh. Mike cannot see the 8 ball here. Oh boy, what a match this has been. If you want to see pressure at its best, this is the match.
Now, Buddy's smiling because he knows that Mike doesn't have a shot here.
He's kicking to the side cushion first. He's running into the cushion, then hitting the 8 ball.
And it goes.
And it goes. But he left himself long on the 9 now. I mean, this shot, he's probably about 95% sure to make this all the time. But it's worth $50,000. He's got to elevate the butt of the cue. Tough shot right now. Destiny set in, I think.
He came in at 20-1. There is no telling how much money was bet on him, but there are happy people out there. He is $50,000 richer himself. Buddy Hall, you know he is disappointed, but gracious as ever. He has shaken the champion's hand. There he is, the champion of champions, the winner of the largest prize in the history of the...
Slow manner around the table. He's got a slight hesitation.